I'm just glad they found it now.
I don't want to be, picking him up off the field. I want my son here, and that's what I told him.
I could have been dead on the football field.
A.J. Gray probably had as good a spring as anybody on our football team. I think he's got the opportunity to be one of the all-time great players at Georgia Tech.
Full house backfield. Two tailbacks and an H-back. A play fake. Surratt looking to launch. Guns it over the middle, and that is intercepted. A.J. Gray.
I can never say I got a chance to play in the NFL, practice, or anything.
A.J. Gray with his second career interception.
Growing up in the small town of Sandersville, Georgia, A.J. Gray was a standout in the classroom and as a multi-sport athlete at Washington County High School. And when he was on the football field, he was nearly unstoppable.
There was a video game growing up called Tecmo Bowl, and if you ever chose Bo Jackson, you were going to score every play. And when A.J. Gray played at Washington County High School, it was like playing Tecmo Bowl and playing with Bo Jackson.
In a third-round playoff game his senior year, Gray rushed for 442 yards and 8 touchdowns on just 17 carries. He led the Golden Hawks to consecutive state championship game appearances, was named a Parade All-American and Gatorade Player of the Year.
When you saw those gold shoes, it was magic. When I watched him walk out on the field, I had no fear. I didn't care if we were playing the University of Georgia. I felt like we had a fighting chance when he was back there.
Gray chose to continue his career at Georgia Tech, where he earned the starting job at free safety as a sophomore. And after 2 successful seasons leading the Yellow Jackets defense, Gray was preparing for a crucial senior year, until a doctor's appointment in May changed everything.
Well, I was fine at first until me and my parents saw Coach Johnson get out the elevator, and then it was like, well, this can't be good because he rarely shows up at a doctor's appointment.
The head coach don't come to a checkup, so that was my first indication that maybe this wasn't going to be a really good meeting.
We knew it was something serious when they called him.
A scan of his heart showed an enlarged aorta, presumably caused by the rigor and stress of college football. The medical staff determined his life was at risk if he continued playing. And just as his dreams of the NFL were taking shape, his playing career was over.
I just felt like, I can't believe it's true. My career is ending.
I'm over there, I'm consoling AJ, rubbing his back. He's pretty upset, and all of a sudden the room starts spinning on me. So I literally I'm like, okay, y'all, I'm about to pass out. So I told the doctor to keep talking, and I literally had to lay on the floor because it was like a sledgehammer had hit me.
It was a hard day, the whole day. And I was speechless the whole day, and I was like, well, I tried to look at the bright side of it. Life goes on. There's life beyond sports.
I said, son, that's life. 1 week you talking to a scout and you're starting to get interest from some credible agents. I said, then the next week, life happens. The hardest thing for any parent is to see your children's dreams not fulfilled. But you have to put it into perspective. You have to understand what the alternative could have been. And like we talked about, you can still fulfill that dream. You have to do it in a different way.
One moment changed his life. And although he'll never again suit up on Saturday or feel the thrill of playing on Sunday, he's still alive. And now he can pursue a new future.
I already knew what my plan B was, either get a job with my IT degree or get into coaching. It was very important to stay around and not just give up just because I can't play. Don't mean I can't coach them up and push them to their best potential. I'm very excited to see where it takes me and what I end up doing.
I used to tell my kids, you never know who's watching you. You always be at your best because you never know who's watching you, whether it's a child, whether it's an adult, whether it's somebody that needs encouragement. I said, just by you walking on that field and you can encourage some people, by the way you handle what you're going through. We don't know why this happened. You can't question, why things happen. We certainly don't question God. And I told him, but something's gonna come out of this. It gives you a testimony. It gives you something where you can share, and then you can maybe encourage somebody and talk about what happened to you and how you handled it. And it may encourage somebody else. So I say, you're a vessel. And through you, you may help somebody else.